Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 26, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, let's take a look at one of my favorite option flow platform, and also let's look at how to swing trade and day trade options using this tool. I've seen many option flow platforms. This is one of the best, which is Tradytics. Yeah, I've looked at other option flow tools like unusual whales and flow algo and so on and so forth. This seems to be pretty good, and it's also from a price perspective not a big price tag. So with that, as you can see here, it's got a sale going on here, Black Friday sale, and it's a 40% off of all the plans. I would recommend you to take a look at this if you're interested in the option flow tool. Typically, these option flow tools will help you to really validate your option strategy and also see whether it's good to buy or good to sell, and see what are these big whales doing. Really, I use it as a trade validation tool. When I have to put on an option trade, I take a look at the flow and look at the market direction and sentiment using this tool, and then I place the order along with these big whales, so that way you are sure, at least somewhat sure, that your trade might succeed. So with that, let's take a look at this from a pricing perspective. As you click through this here, you can see here there is a nice price here. It's off 40%, as you can see here. So as you see here, you could click on this and you could subscribe. For example, if I go here and if I subscribe, and let's quickly look through this here, you could go into pricing here. As you look through the pricing here, normally the price tag is about $69, but you get good 40% off of this. It takes you around $41, which is a bargain price here on a yearly price. If you're interested in the flow tool, you could take a look at this. Otherwise, you could just try for 15 days by paying $15 here and try it out. But right now there is a Black Friday sale. Typically this gets sold out pretty soon. If you're interested, take a look at this. You can start with a trial here and sign up for a yearly to get this 40% off if you're interested. So with that, let's jump in and look at how do you swing trade and day trade options using this tool here. Before you go any further, I'd like to take you into this explore button here and look at this tool here. Look, it gives you a nice market summary. We'll not spend too much time here. Nice market summary, tells you overall market, whether it's bullish or bearish, and some nice indications here, nice sector mapping here, what stocks are going up and down, big gainer, big losers, and so on and so forth. And also you can see here there are some stocks which are up, gapping stocks, and so on and so forth here. And what I typically look at is really not the stock market summary. I jump into normally the options here. I love this options dashboard here. It tells you overall from a market perspective, how is the market doing. Look, this is on Friday, as you can see here, half day, but it tells you on Friday, look, puts are going higher, folks are buying put options. Now it's kind of tapering down, as you can see here. Calls are also going higher, and the SPY price is about right here, as you can see here. It's around look, it's around $402. It kind of tells you dynamics, what's going on here. Calls are going higher, puts are going higher. The market is kind of divided, as you can see here. And you could also increase the timing here. You can say, you know what, I want to see, maybe say 5 days history. You can see what's going on in 5 days here. Look, in a 5-day time frame here, you can see here whenever calls take over the put, that's a good sign here. Look, calls took over put here and SPY rallied. Calls came down here, SPY came down. You can get a good indication of what's going on here. The one thing I love about this tool is really tells you, market DEX or delta, market delta. kind of tells you overall market delta. It tells you what might happen in the stock market. You can use it as a prediction tool here. Look, from a prediction tool perspective, right now it's saying delta is a negative on today. So that tells you when market opens up on Monday, you might see some negative bias here. The moment it goes lower, as you can see here, it went lower. Next day slight positive, it went lower. Next day slight negative. So as it goes lower, you got to just observe the market next day. And you could click on this today's stat here. You can get a good statistics about today here. Look, today what happened here. Look, with the momentum perspective, we got negative momentum in the delta. So the moment you see a lot of delta negative here, that's a sign that market might struggle next day. So that's how we can use it and go from there. All right, so we'll jump in here and look at a few more things here. All right, so it's got some more details. You can look at my video where I talk about these things in a little more detail, and you can look at nice flow map here. Look, from a today is yesterday was a half day, but look, if you look through here, mostly it's a negative sentiment. People are buying put options here. Look, in the SPY, they're buying put and they're selling call. So basically negative sentiment, as you can see here, all the way back in 2023 here, July, they're buying some call premium. But otherwise, for most part, folks are really buying put here and staying hedged in the market. And I love the market dairy here. This also kind of gives a good idea, but right now there is nothing to be alarmed, as you can see here. Nothing to be alarmed right now. And next big thing is really tells you what's hot, what's cold. Look, Tesla, a lot of people are buying put here. So Tesla, you got to be slightly careful. If you look at the daily basis, Tesla has got a lot of negative basically put buying going on here. And on a weekly basis also same story. But on the positive side here, look, some of these stocks like Meta, Estee Lauder, Boeing, Ford, Airbnb, they're getting some traction here. As you look at the weekly flow here, look, some of these stocks or options are getting traction here. And we got AMD, Palo Alto Network, which is security play, FXI, which is China, big cap stocks. These are getting some traction. You could play along with this and make some money. I love this, a quick view here, and you could look at a lot of these good information here. Look at the highest call volume, looks like EWZ. There is a nice call volume here. And look, from a put perspective, folks are buying a lot of put options here. Look, we got Wynn, Las Vegas Sands. Looks like casino stocks are getting a lot of these put buyers taking some hedging positions here. And we've got DIA, Pinduoduo, a lot of put buying going on here. And you could look at the highest premium change, wealth of information here. You can take a look at this and do your option plays. And what I love to talk about today is two things. First one is if you're an option player and if you are an option trader, a lot of people don't have time to look at all these different the flow. If you look at the live option flow here, look, it opens up this page. And look, it's got a lot of data. And even if you say non-ETF here and say non-spread to get rid of those, look at the amount of data you have here. There is no way anybody can sift through this. That's why what these folks have done for Tradytics.com, what they've done is they want to take most of these things out of you and make it a little more automated. That's why I love this tool called Tradyflow here. Tradyflow is for the swing option traders. They kind of look at the whole option flow and they try to tell you what's going on here. Look, what they've done is they've looked at the option live flow for the past 1 week and they came up with weekly signals. So instead of you going through all this option flow, you have a artificial intelligence based tool here. It tells you, hey, you know what, AMD, there are 25 orders in the live flow in last 1 week. The moment you see a lot of people are trying to buy AMD, then you can go into a little more details. Look what now this is saying is there is a call option, strike price 80, expiration 12/16, 3.97, almost $4 million premium here. That tells you even though AMD is about touching $80, folks are buying 80 strike put call option here, and there is a big money around $4 million here. So that tells you with some good confidence level you can buy AMD call option here. So if I were you, I would not just buy 80. I would probably go a little bit lower here, maybe say delta 60 or so call here, maybe say $75 call. That's a good one here, and you could either buy 12/16 or you could add maybe say 2 or 3 more weeks to it and go from there. So look, if I go here to AMD to Thinkorswim platform here just to test this out here, I will just say AMD here. All right, so look, we got AMD coming up here, and we could just like we could go into 16th December just like what they're doing. Look, we got 16th December, and we could go into $80 here. Look, we got 80 right here. So $80 is really from a delta perspective, it is 32. I typically love to go around 60 delta. Look, you can go right here. Look, I've made some trades already here at 75 here. You could go, you could look at the biggest option open interest here. Look, we got 21,000 option open interest here, and there is a nice volume. So you get some good idea by looking at the trading flow, but then use your judgment. Typically I love to go around say 63 or 53 or even 60. I typically look at the volume and open interest to place my trade. In this example, I would buy $75 strike price and December 22 expiration. So what I also do is sometimes when it's number of days is less, when it comes to the expiration, just 20 days, I would skip this and go to the next expiration. Typically, I love to look at monthly expiration. Look right here, 55 days out. I already placed a trade right here. Look, I got a call option right here. You could do the same thing. You could also look at highest open interest here. Look, 75 at 75 strike. Look, there is a nice open interest right here. You could you could go here and buy this with lot of smart money flowing into this $80 contract in the in the previous December 16th. You could place your bet right here. There's also good money here, so and make a play here. And you could see we got some more things going on here. Look, we got IWM, which is a big index, as many of you know, Russell 2000. There is a lot of put going on here. Look, the signal is at 176, but looks like this one did not pan out well. This dull market, you can't buy put options here. It will treat you not so great with the Fed a little bit reducing the pace of interest rate hike. That's why buying puts is not a great strategy in big indices like IWM. That's why this did not work out. It's a 176 put, but IWM went up. This did not pan out well. And with these big indices, I would not play put option buying strategy in this market. Instead, I would look at the call option buying strategy in stocks like look at MP Material here. We got 9 orders here, and we got VIX and so on and so forth. What I typically do is I don't look at this one. I look at this one right here. This is a great one here. It kind of gives you all the information. So what I would do is really I would start with the 25 plus orders to get my signal here. I say 25 plus. Look, there is just a handful of them. Top one, as you can see here, is AMD. AMD is one of my favorite pick here. It's telling you AMD, there are 25 orders in the live option flow in last 1 week. Everybody is hitting this 12/16 expiration date and strike price 80 when the spot price is 77. Look, they're really buying the out of the money call option at this time, even though price went higher now. That's one of the reasons AMD is going higher. There is a lot of money chasing AMD AMD call option, 80 strike price. And then you got Rivian here. Rivian, look, they're chasing 616 2023. It's almost 7 months or so, and strike price 50, and right now spot is 34. Look, smart money is flowing in here, and they're spending $1.1 million. There are about 26 orders, as you can see here. That tells you, even though Rivian is struggling right now, there is a lot of money chasing Rivian. You could do the same thing. You could buy some Rivian. So for Chuckles, if you go into Thinkorswim platform here and bring up Rivian here, RIVN, and if you go to 623, like what they've done, 623, I think it's 16 June, somewhere here. Let's go back here. Yeah, 616 2023. And if you go to strike price 50 here and all the way here, look, there is a nice open interest. Looks like look here, we got 34,000 open interest here. Looks like folks have bought a lot of this call options here. I'm not this much bullish on Rivian. Instead, what I would do is really I would probably go a little bit near term here. I would not go so much out here. Probably I would go here 55 or so. Look, I could buy some, say Delta. If you look at the Delta here, I would buy somewhere here, maybe right here. But look, there is nice open interest and volume here. You could also buy here, just like I've done here. We got 55 days out here. I already opened my position here in call option, and you could profit from it, knowing there is a big money sitting on Rivian all the way down to June 2023. And then you got a few more here. We got Amazon put option, AMD also, somebody's buying some put option, again 1216, as you can see here, again 25 25 order size here. Looks like AMD, look, there is some put option here, and there is a big premium in the call option. And once I do this, I would now go to 10 plus orders, so that way I get a few more signals here. Look, as I look through 10 plus orders here, normally I'm not too big into the put side of the house. Buying put is not my forte at the current market condition, so I would say just say call for now. Look, we got nice call positions here. You could look at these here. We got AMD that we talked about already. Look, we got 25 here, 25 orders in the live flow, and you got my favorite stock here, which is Cloudflare or Net. We got 10 orders here, and this one strike price 75, and the current price is 52. It's out of money call option. You could look at stocks like this one here, and if you're up to it, you could also go into consistent winners here. They got some AI to really look at some consistent winners. This could be your best bet here. You could go into the consistent winners and buy some of these. These are the hot option chains here. You could make some money here. Look, we got Square, as you can see here. Square, look, we got $70 strike. Current stock price is 61 here. You could play along and look at stocks like this one here. And if you're interested to know, hey, tell me, show me the details behind this 25 orders, no big deal. You could just click on right here, click on the plus sign here. It will take you to the detail here. Let's click again. Look, it opened up a page here. It tells you AMD $80 call option here for 1216, and it tells you the signal came here. And look, price is 70. When the price was 75, now price went to 80. That's a good sign here. And it tells you the call option here. Somebody bought it and they're still holding it. They're adding more, as you can see here. That's a good sign. They're adding more call options on top here. And after they placed the trade here, current price, after the signal is placed, look, price is kind of coming down for the call option slightly, as you can see here. But overall, this gives the detail here. Look, those 25 orders, it's listed right here. These are the 25 orders which are matching the criteria. And that's part of this 25 orders that you saw in the trade flow here. So I would use this to look at these hot chains, as you call it, and make some money. Trading these options. Many folks don't know what options change to trade. This is a very good cheat sheet here. You could go 10 plus orders and consistent winners, or if you want to be even more confident, you could go into 25 plus orders and look and consistent winners. You could go after a stock like AMD, which is a consistent winner, and make some money. All right, so that's about put here, call here. But if you want to buy some put, you could just go on the put here and say consistent winner. Look again, AMD is again consistent winner here, but premium perspective is a little bit less here. You could play along when AMD hits the top resistance level. You could buy some AMD also. All right, now what we'll do is we'll look at day trading options. Many folks want to day trade options. I typically don't recommend it, but if you want to do day trading, then there is a bull's eye tool, as you can see here. This is a great tool. Typically, if you have some time in the daytime, you could look at these here. The way to look at this is really, it gives you some top signals, as you can see here. These are the recent signals. What it's telling you is really you could trade a square, a call option, strike 70, expiration date 12/16. They gave the signal when it was $70, but right now price came down slightly, and they also give you the confidence level 67%. Normally I would love to look at higher confidence level here. So what you could do, is just go down here and look at this here. You could just click on high confidence here, and you'd look at these high confident trades. And normally you could go into just call options. If you want to trade call options, just click on call here. And look, there is a market itself. It tells you whether the market is bearish or bullish. It's telling you on Friday market is a little bit bearish, but you could do these call options, and there is confidence level. You could also sort this by confidence level here. Look, we got here Disney here. Disney call option, as you can see, strike price here 90, and the spot price is 89, and we got 11.11, which is already expired. What you could do is really, the moment it's already expired, don't worry. Typically, this big money, they will roll the contract. You could look at maybe say 40 days out and buy some Disney and go from there. We got a few more, as you can see here. We got ARKK, FXI, Amazon.com, Alibaba, all bullish call options. You could play along this. It kind of tells you these hot chains here, and go from there. So as you can also do here, you could click on non-expired ideas. So some of them will drop off. Some of the non-expired ideas will show up here. And this is something, if you are interested in day trading, you can use this. And you could also click on put options here if you want to buy some put options. This could be a good one for you. Look, we got a few of these stocks here, like Roblox, DraftKings, and so on and so forth here. You could look at some bullish. You can play some put option plays here, and go from there. All right, so with that, we'll end here. So in a nutshell, if you want to look at option trading, I suggest these two tools here. First one for the swing trading folks, look at the trade flow here. It's a good one for swing trading folks. You can just click on the trade flow, and 25 plus, as we looked at, and consistent winners. You could just look at consistent winners, and you could look at 10 plus or 25 plus. So it will give you the hot options chain. You can trade and make some money. So with that, what we'll do is I will also talk about one small thing here. And normally, if you want to look at one option in detail, you could look at click on options here. For example, we looked at AMD here. You want to see what's going on in AMD. You could just go here and say AMD. and you get wealth of information here. You can decide on the direction for this AMD here. I love this chart. It tells you, first you can see here the stock, the stock itself, how the stock is doing, and it tells you whether it's getting stronger or weaker. Look, we got the blue line here, and then we got red line here that tells you right now stock is getting a little bit weaker. And you could also click on this and increase the timeline, maybe 15 minutes here. And look, we got nice 15 minutes here, and it tells you right now it's a little bit, as you see here, algo flow perspective, it's a net of calls and puts here. It's slightly in the positive, but it came down. As you can see here, it's slightly in the positive from an algo flow perspective. Then for the folks who want to look at the dark pool levels, you could do it here. You can say give me say monthly dark pool levels. You can see where the dark pool levels here. Typically, these dark pool levels they can act as a good support level. Right now at 75.2, we got huge dark pool 53.25 here. That's acting as a good support level here. And then you got bearish dark pool at 76.4. So that could be a resistance level for this stock here. And there's a great dark pool support again below at 72. That's what's going on here. And you could also look at support resistance level, Greek level, and so on and so forth. Look, if you are looking at selling some put options or something along those lines here, you could look at these levels here and look at the the DEX levels and GEX levels. Look, we got this dealer Greek build-up here. You can look at this one also. As folks like us buy call options, dealers have to hedge and buy some actual stock here in the proportion of delta here. That's what's going on here. The dealers are really buying some actual stock here. That's why they got delta exposure right now. That's what's going on here. So this is a good sign, as dealers have some delta as they wind up and sell those, sell those. It could be negative, but you got to be slightly careful on the dealer side of the house. Dealers, as you can see, they got some negative delta. As as they wind up with negative delta, they have to cover. When they cover these negative delta, they will end up buying the stock that can propel the stock higher. All right, they got wealth of information here. I kind of look at this, GEX tool or a gamma exposure tool. This is very useful tool here. I typically look at this magnet, these huge levels. Look right now, 79. Actually, let's see here. 80 is a big level here right now. Because it's a huge level, stock will be attracted to level 80 here. This can be a good level to attract the stock towards. That's why stock will probably close around this level here. There's a very good support at 80 here. I would look at these levels here. If you're buying call option, you could buy around say 75 or 80. If you're selling some put options, probably you can sell it at just below this big GEX level. You could sell some put option and make some money. So this is how we could look at these option selling, whether it's a swing trading using the trading flow, or you could also do the live day trading options using this bullseye tool that we looked at. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.